It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Opera Wednesdays. If you're new here, hi. I'm Amber. I'm your resident opera singer. I break down operas for people who are curious about opera. You may have heard people talking about it. You may think it's not for you. You may think the stories are boring. I am here to shut all of that down. I break down the tea. I break down the drama. And if you like the story, you can find out if a theater near you is doing it, or you can stream it online somewhere. There will be multiple parts. I sing sometimes. Anywho, follow me. It's always a wild ride. Now, this month, new theme, you know. And because May has been a busy month. May and June are so busy for me. So I think we're going to do one-act operas. One-act operas, they're short. They get straight to the punch. Usually the music is pretty good. And this month this week for Opera Wednesday, we will be doing Il Tabarro. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. It may be multiple parts. I might sing. We'll see. Anywho, go ahead and follow me. I want to hear your thoughts through the story. Let's get ready for this. Y'all, this is wild. This is what you're going to want to follow. Okay. All right. Let's get ready. Okay. Opera Wednesday part 1. All right. Like I said, this month we are doing one-act operas. All right. The first one we are doing for this week is Il Tabarro from Puccini. It is an Italian opera. With this particular set, so Puccini wrote 3 one-act operas in this set called Il Trittico. So you have Suor Angelica, Gianni Schicchi, and Il Tabarro. Il Tabarro usually comes first. Usually they're performed all together. Gianni Schicchi is funny. Suor Angelica is sad AF. And Il Tabarro, in my opinion, scandalous AF. Okay? Good stuff though. So let's get into it. You have Michele. He owns a barge and he works with a bunch of stevedores. So they load and unload the barge. They're on the water. And his wife's name is Giorgetta. One day, Giorgetta asked if she could bring the guys, the stevedores, wine for their break. He said yes. She came, but because he was in his feelings about her not giving him kisses or giving him any affection, he left. So here she is, hanging out with his workers, bringing his workers wine, and he done left the building. He in his feelings. Now, this is the first lesson of this whole story. This is a lesson to my coupled up folk, okay? You got a boo, whatever, all right? Pay attention when affection is not being reciprocated because something is afoot. Anywho, Giorgetta's with the stevedores and she's brought them wine. And then she started dancing with a stevedore. Like, she's just out here, okay? This particular one that she's dancing with, his name is Luigi. They literally dance the breakaway, all right? You can tell something is afoot, something's going on. Act break is over. Michele told Giorgetta, business is starting to run out. I have to let some guys go. All right. She's like anyone but Luigi, and Luigi is actually his first choice. And that's how the fight started. They're fighting about letting Luigi go. She don't want it. And then Frugola pops in. She's looking for her husband. Now, from what I understand, she's not all the way there. Like, she's maybe dementia, maybe something. She's in and out. Okay. So they're dealing with her while they're in this argument, and Michele is trying to figure out what is going on and why don't you want me to fire Luigi? Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Luigi is over here talking about how depressed he is with his life. Everything is just so weird. So Luigi goes to Michele. Okay, Opera Wednesday part 2. So Luigi goes up to Michele and it's like, hey, you can let me go. Drop me off around the corner. Let me go. It's cool. Michele is like, it ain't no work around the corner. I can't even do that to you, homie. Like, that would not be helping you out at all. Somehow, Georgetta finds out about this, finds out that Luigi has gone to her husband and was like, let me go, I'm gone. So she goes to Luigi and is like, hey, why did you do that? Ultimately, he explains it's because he's in love with her and it's literally nothing they can do about it. They have a moment and then they plan to meet later to talk about it, do whatever they're going to do. They plan to meet later. And the way that she'll let him know that she's ready is a smoke signal. A smoke signal. Keep that in mind. Meanwhile, in the back of Luigi's mind, he ready to kill Michele for Georgetta and run off into the sunset because drama. So Georgetta goes home. She has a moment with her husband, okay? They start talking about the time or the life that they had before their child died. Now, okay, pause. Because in this the Il Trittico, Suor Angelica, Johnny Skiki, and Il Tabarro, 2 of them deal with children deaths, okay? Suor Angelica more so, you see that, but it's mentioned here. So you understand that their life has shifted. And it's turned for the worse. Okay. So they're having this moment and he mentions, a memory of, cause he had a cloak, Il Tabarro, the cloak. He mentions a moment where he would put the baby or the kid and her under his cloak and they would just have that family bonding moment. Remember the cloak. Keep that in mind. And while he's thinking this, Michele, he's also thinking, like, he's stressed because he is older. He is significantly older than her. Okay. So he's like, she's out here running with these young men. I can't keep up. And even though they just had a moment, she still refuses to kiss this man. So she leaves. As she leaves, he's wondering to himself what has changed her so much. Yes, they lost their kid. However, like something else is going on. He even go down a list of men, like, cause she be dealing with so-and-so, so-and-so. I got time even. I don't know, but he's trying to figure it out. He X's everybody's name out because he's like, I don't know who could be causing. As he's like going through this moment, contemplating things, he lights his pipe. Remember I told y'all about these smoke signals? Well, as he lights the pipe, smoke. Luigi see it. Luigi like, oh, it's time. Okay, I want to say part 3. Sorry, y'all. I really tried to make it 2 parts, but okay, 3. Okay, so Luigi sees these smoke signals. Remember I told y'all about the smoke signals that him and Georgetta said and was like, hey, if you see the smoke, that means we're gonna meet. I'm ready. All right. However, it wasn't Georgetta that sent them. It was her husband, Michele, who was lighting his pipe. Luigi runs up. He sees Michele. Now, where I'm from, they say run up, get done up. Luigi did just that. Michele realizes what's happening. Him and Luigi get to fighting, throwing hands. It's a brawl. Michele is like, I may be old, but listen, I still got these hands. Not only did he disarm Luigi, like, homie ain't got nothing in this fight. Nothing. He is on top of him and he is strangling him until he confesses that he has feelings for his wife. That he has feelings for his wife. Listen, y'all. He finally confesses and Michele still unalives this man. This man is officially unalived. R.I.P. Luigi. Then Michele decides to hide the body in his what? In his cloak. So he hides the body in this, remember me, I told y'all about the cloak that he would put his kid and her in and they would just love on each other. Puts him in the cloak, all right? Meanwhile, Georgetta comes back to apologize to this man, to her husband, Michele, and she's like, you know what? I shouldn't have said what I said. I love you, we gonna be all right. She gets close. Michele opens his cloak. She sees Luigi's body and it falls on her. She hollers, as she should, because sir, why do you have a whole unalived person in your cloak? And then Michele decides to smother her with her dead lover. The end. That's it. That's it. Okay. That's it. Let's go to Amber's thoughts. Amber Thoughts. That's it. That's the end. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all. Amber's Thoughts. Okay. Okay. Opera Wednesday, Amber's Thoughts. Y'all. Okay. The music is gorgeous here. All right. Just it's been years since I've sang this. And I have so much music to learn. I have no time to put into recording it for you guys right now. But here is a picture. There we go. Of me singing with Georgetta in Atlanta years ago when I was in grad school. This was a summer program. So I was Georgetta, and then the back, that's Frugola and her husband. The show is pretty cool. I mean, it has its slow moments, but then you get these like golden nuggets of really good music. I mean, it's Puccini. Would you expect any less? I'd say go see it. Like, if usually you won't see this done by itself, okay? With any one act operas, you will not see it done by itself. You will see at least 2 one-act operas. They'll do one intermission and then the other. You can leave, you know, whatever. It's a good way to be introduced to opera, to be completely honest, if you don't want to sit through a 2-3 hour show. So I say, go see it. What did y'all think about this story? Y'all know I like true crime and like all those kinds of things. I stay on the ID channel, and this is very ID channel-esque, or like Snapped. Snapped-esque. That's what this is. So it's right up my alley. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you okay with Georgetta out here thotting and bopping. She was definitely out here thotting and bopping. And I don't think that's okay if you're married. I don't think that's okay in general, but especially if you're married. Don't be out here thotting and bopping. Don't do that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like this week's Opera Wednesday. I want to hear all of your commentary. I hope y'all have an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Bye.